Hello there, people of the tubes, and you guessed it, welcome back to more inspection of Submission for Demon's Tourney. Today we have the Royal Navy airship by Qwert26. Thing costs an absolute bonkers 597,000 resources, almost hitting the resource cost limit, but not quite still. Let us fund this thing. Let us see what they are. Alright, so it's Zeppelins. Zeppelins that look like fish. Because they have fins. So we have 4 Zeppelins, each one decreasing in size. That one's the biggest. Then there's that one. Then these two should be support and stuff. That thing isn't coming out of the water. I guess I need to bring that out of the water. Alright, let us start with the biggest and possibly the hardest one. That thing is completely filled with APS. What in the name of God is that? Oh God, this is gonna be exciting. I don't know, this is madness. I even see steam. This is madness. Look at that. That thing is full of APS as well. What have you made, Qwert26? Oh my word. Like, look at this thing. Oh God. I saw something terrible. Look at that. Look at this thing. What the hell? The amount of APS here is kind of ridiculous if you ask me. Just look at that. What's the armoring? It's wood. It's wood and then metal. Oh boy. Is this thing explosive? Is this thing very explosive? So right off the bat we have cram and APS. Only gotta find the third thing, but Lord, 16,000 volume costs 173,000 resources, isn't bigger than 250 meters in any direction, moves at 26 meters per second, so those are all sorted out. Now for the shells, let us check the shells. Base bleeder, support head, base bleeder, and support solid heads. Wow. Why? It's 90. This thing is 90% guns. No joke. This thing is actually 90% guns. If the fire rate is too much, it might trigger the shell despawn, and I might have to disqualify this. Oh my lord! Look at the amount of repair bots. What is this? How will your fleet last with 20,000 resources? Only for the whole fleet. How will it last? I do not know. I just gotta find the aim point. That's aerial AI. Guess there's no... Is that the aim point? Air target prioritization. Is there any aim point? Because even if you look at the important bits, there's a lot. I'll need to find the aim point. Holy crap. What are these? Air. God damn it. Ailerons. I know what they are, but I could never spell them correctly. Look at the amount of local weapon controllers. What is this? This is absolute madness. I've never seen something like this. Okay, there's the third kind of thing. Explosive warhead and mines. Okay, so they're mines. So in case of mines, magnets are allowed. So that's all 3 type of weapons. It's a mine layer. It's not a gun platform, but it's definitely a gun zeppelin. Crams. What are these crams made of? Explosive, I would guess. There's another bridge here that contains all the AIs pretty vulnerable All the AI processing cards. Holy crap, what is this? All Daddy Blades are externalized. He did submit it with internalized Daddy Blades, but he fixed it after the resubmission, so that is that. Holy crap. This is actually very beautiful design. Like, wow. He even placed telescopes looking down. Like, this would be practical in real life. Jesus, I love this. Now, the only thing that is left to check are the shields and any form of exploity clipping. Oh, what are these? I saw... Thrusty? What are these? Oh, jet stabilizers. Oh, okay, who even uses that? I have never used that, so I didn't remember how jet stabilizers look like. So, it can be considered internal thrust, but to be honest, jet stabilizers do not produce any thrust. That was the internal thrust rule. I don't know why I added that there. Now that I think about it, even I use internal Daddy Blades there. That rule just made its way into there, and it just got into people's hands before I could remove it, and it just stayed there. So that was to, I guess, to mainly prevent completely internal armored thrust like Daddy Blades in the internal, that movements and thrusters in the internal. So I'll let jet stabilizers pass, but I wouldn't have passed it if there was any sort of thrusters, meaningful thrusters or Daddy Blades inside. So that is that. Does this thing have even shields? I do not think so, because so far I did not see any. I absolutely did not see any shields. I don't think this thing has shields. And if there are, I'm blind then. And the amount of ACBs, I'm not even gonna look at the ACBs. It's probably to control the whole Zeppelin thing. Alright, so there doesn't seem to be any shields. All I see is billions of firing pieces. Oh. What is that? Oh, aerial AI card. Two aerial AI cards. It's a mirror build. Oh, come on. You don't mirror AI cards. Alright, you do you, Qwert26. I'm like confused by this design at this point. Now to check any clipping. Meaningful exploiting clipping. This doesn't consider clipping. Neither does this. Neither does this, nor this, nor this, nor this, nor this, nor this. And that's all the spin blocks we have on this thing. So this thing gets a pass. Now for the other things in his things. What is this even called? This is Dat RN Convoy Craft. Convoy Craft, a convoy craft laden with guns. This is the definition of pimping up a gun platform. Alright, let us check the complete volume. Volume 147 before despawning anything. 22,296 volume. 16,700 volume. And 12,285 volume. So that is still under the volume limit, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's check the defined. Actually, I'll go check. Time to check the HMA war spot. Why is this a war spot? This is another gun Zeppelin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let us check. Yep. Look at that. This is 90% guns as well. He has ejectors on these. These are normal autoloaders, and he has ejectors on these. Ejectors, god damn it. This is gonna produce some lag for me if they start ejecting stuff. Like, everything is ejected. Why? Alright, I'm not gonna question it. Just look at I'm just gonna look at the amount of firing faces here. Oh my god. And everything on this ship is apparently firing both solid and base bleeders. So one shell for all. One shell for all. I'm so glad he uses solid clips for this one, otherwise my computer would have committed seppuku. And what crimes are these? Frags. HE. Like, I'm not supposed to check them. If they're frag or HE, there's no restriction on them. Explosive. Alright, these are explosive. And there's maybe some frag mixed in them. I am here to check aim points. That's target prioritization. That's an aim point done to target a random block. Alright. That's that. Thing moves at a decent 21 meters per second, so that is okay as well. Altitude is okay, 185. I forgot to check the altitude on the previous one, but it's nowhere near 300 meters, so holy moly. What in the name of God? Why in the name of God? Oh, okay. This thing only uses 0.1 material per second, so that is not that bad. It just produces power just like that without using much resources. It's fluctuating heavily. God. So, do you have any shields? No, you don't. Lots of jet stabilizers, but those are internal. I'll let them pass. Internals. No shields whatsoever on this one as well. Wow. Let's start checking any sort of meaningful clipping then. Nope. So only spin blocks are on the crimes. So that is good. This is the AI. Alright, lots of processing cards because he tends to use lots of detection everywhere. Everywhere. Alrighty. It seems like there isn't anything that breaks the rules. Also, I didn't check the thrusters, but they're mainly I heard a dead blade. Where's the dead blade though? Dead blade. It's in the back. And is that outside? Yes, that is outside. So, yeah, not too bad. Thrusters everywhere on the Zeppelins. What are these holes in them? They are ammo ejectors. Bombing ammo. Yes. Yeah, they will just bomb whatever's below them. I did not see any miss. Whoa. That was too close for comfort. Holy crap. Laden. Repair bots. Why? Oh god. Alright, I don't see any missiles here, so there's only two type of weapons on these, so there's no need to check for magnets, I guess. Onwards from the water spite to something else. So we have checked the convoy craft thing, the war spite. Now comes the Defiant. What do you defy of the rules, Mr. Defiant? Again, you have just insane amounts of APS. Mr. Defiant, you are full of APS as well. Alright. No shields. I cannot see shields. And this is 98% weapons. And there's some crams in the middle as well. Explosive crams. Fragmented. Explosive and fragmented mixed crams. Like he has jammed this thing full of resources. And thrusters right behind the fuel. What? Thruster pods, those are. I hear dead blades as well, but I guess those are the dead blades in the back, outside, because you cannot cram a dead blade inside this thing. You just can't. There's no space in. Like, there might be space in the middle, yeah, but I do not see any dead blades anywhere. Alright, so aim point selection and stuff. Where are you? Oh, APS. I forgot to check the shells. Shells. Oh, this has a lot of. This has a lot. Oh, this has a variety of shells. Sabot, solid base. Sabot, lots of solid base bleeder. Sabot, lots of solid base bleeder. Sabot, base bleeder. Alright, it didn't have variety in shells, it just had different length of shells. Aim point! Do you have aim point? I do not see any aim points. Or cards for that matter. So I cannot find the mainframe. Maybe it's up top. Oh, where are these? Where are these? Where are they? Okay, they're external, so. Wow. So many of these. Like, they're long. It's super long. Wow. Where's your mainframe? Where's your goddamn mainframe? Where is your mainframe? Where is that the mainframe? Yes, it is the mainframe. Target to random block. AI target prioritization. Aerial AI. There might be a copy there. Yep. Random block. Target prioritization card. And then what are these? What are these? Excuse? Hearthstone? I have never known what Hearthstones do. Maybe they are used in the adventure mode, but I have never played adventure mode, so I do not know. So, this thing gets a pass. Let's check the speed. Yes, 17 meters per second. Gets a pass indeed. Gets a passy gas pass. I'm just yapping nonsense at this point. Alright, the last but not the least, tiny Qwert Mark IV. Qwert Mark IV. Qwert Mark IV. What are these? Oh, the what? APS with no barrels. That is actually APS with no barrels. Oh my god, those are APS with no barrels. Why? And then there's a tiny cramp up. And this thing is 90% guns as well. Look at those. What are those? Guns. Guns for days. For days. Alright, that's the target prioritization. As the aim point, target to random block. Lots of repair bots. Then a crab. Hey, this is a unique kind of build. I am interested to see what this does. I should build like this. It is probably gonna trigger despawn of shells though, so that's that. Doesn't look like, oh. It is leaning. It is leaning. These things are not powerful enough. Also, it has missiles. One missile is active radar seeker with explosives. The other missile is active radar seeker with explosives as well. So, oh, it's backwards. That's why it looked different. It's backwards. It's backwards. Mamma mia. It's backwards. Alright. This thing passes as well, because I did not see any shields. She. Yeah, she. My English is English.exe is not working today. Oh god. 25 meters per second, so it passes that as well. Altitude passes that. Alright, let us trigger the whole fleet. I'm triggering the fleet, not a feminist. Oh, that was such a bad joke. I'm trying to be funny here, guys, alright? Just spare me some bad jokes, alright? Oh boy. Let's spawn in something and let's see if this still has that ridiculous firepower he sent me with, which triggered shell despawn. Alright, okay, maybe not the Marauder. It is... Okay, Marauder. Hello, Marauder. Holy crap. Slideshow mode activated. I can't even see the APS. Wow. Where is the laser beam of APS? Are we in degraded mode? We are not. Oh, that's the laser beam. So the fire rate is not that. Oh god, that Marauder is regretting its life decision. Holy moly, look at the amount of fire from all of those bloody things. All of those bloody things. The APS isn't even firing for some reason. Are you firing APS? Oh, look at that. It has already lost something. One of the APS is gone, but nothing has blown up because it has ejectors. Oh god. And they should not blow up because there's solid warheads, so there's no explosive in the shells. APS, do you even shoot? I will have to retest that. And there's the mirror match. I'm waiting for Jimmer's comment on the slideshow. Onwards! And to prevent you guys from watching a slideshow, this footage is sped up appropriately in edit, hence some engine sounds are gonna sound weird, especially the thruster sound, so I'll lower those sounds and increase the background music, and let's watch this fight. It took 6 minutes for one of the fleets to die enough that it couldn't fight anymore, but around at 2 minutes and 50 seconds, 40 seconds, one of the fleet was under 80%, so this fleet managed to damage itself by 20%. Look at those crams, like, holy crap. All I did sitting the whole match was look at those high cram volleys. There's so many crams in here, and the APS don't really shoot all that often, and when they do it in bursts, and this happens and then they just stop. And surprisingly enough, even though this fleet is not that armored, it manages to survive a lot of things. The APS do not produce a chain reaction because there are no explosive parts in the shells. Half of the crams look like flax because they explode close to the enemy, producing a black cloud of flak burst kind of thingy, and spray the enemy with frags. So it's a really interesting fleet. Right now you can see the small thingies have gone on the water, and look at that. I did not notice this yellow heavy armor here while inspecting. So the heavy armor is protecting the smaller thingies, but the larger zeppelins are actually being protected by wood and metal, and that is surprisingly staying up. Like, as you guys just saw, I switched out. Like, Just look at that. It actually looks like flak being shot at them, but it's not. It's just crams going off very close to the enemies. So even if the cram misses, some of the frags from that HE frag hybrid crams are gonna hit the enemy. So that is good. 3 minutes in, and finally one of the fleet is below 80%, so at this point it passes the 20% test. And after this I just keep watching at it because it was honestly very fun to watch. Look at that. War of cram flax. And this thing, from the start of the match, is in the water because its roll thrusters got knocked off. Look at that arch created by those crams. Long distance cram shots. Really slow, and they predict so much far ahead that they actually managed to hit it. Like, look at that. Rain of crams. Gives my eyes a little bit of cramp. I'll stop with the bad jokes. So, all in all, the Royal Navy airship fleet by Qwert26 have passed the inspection, and it is going to move forward to the tournament. Congratulations, and hope you guys enjoy watching this video. I'll meet you guys in the next one. Until then, brawl safe.